Hearing your engine stumble and shake while you are sitting at a red light can be a very stressful experience, and the PV2327 code is often the main reason behind that rough idle. This diagnostic trouble code points to an ignition coil J primary control circuit low condition, which essentially means that the powertrain control module has detected a voltage level that is much lower than it should be in the power supply for one of your ignition coils. In modern cars, each cylinder usually has its own individual coil-on plug setup, and the computer identifies them using letters, so you will need to look at your specific vehicle manual to find out which cylinder is assigned to the letter J. The primary circuit is the wiring that brings battery voltage directly to the coil, and when this circuit fails, the coil cannot generate the high voltage spark that is needed to fire the spark plug inside the engine. This results in a dead cylinder, which causes a very noticeable engine misfire and a major drop in your overall performance and fuel economy. You will almost certainly see your check engine light flashing or staying solid, and your car will feel like it has lost a lot of its usual power, especially when you are trying to accelerate. Interestingly, one of the most common causes for this specific code in many parts of the country is actually wildlife damage, where small animals or rodents crawl onto the warm engine and chew through the thin soy-based insulation on the wires. Other potential causes include a bad ignition relay, a blown fuse in the engine compartment, or a defective ignition coil that has failed internally. To troubleshoot this problem, you should start with a very thorough visual inspection of the wiring harness, looking for any signs of teeth marks or frayed wires near the coil connector. If the wiring looks perfectly fine, you should use your digital volt ohm meter to check for battery voltage at the coil connector while the engine is running or while the key is in the on position. If you discover that there is no power at all, you should check your fuse box for any blown fuses or faulty relays that are related to the ignition system. If you have both power and ground but the cylinder is still not firing, you can try a simple test by swapping that coil with the one next to it to see if the misfire moves to the new cylinder, which would confirm that the coil itself is dead. If you cannot find any obvious wiring issues and a new coil does not fix the problem, then there might be a deeper electrical fault with the powertrain control module, or even a damaged crankshaft or camshaft sensor. If the engine continues to misfire after these steps, you should get it to a repair shop immediately, because driving for a long time with a misfire can quickly destroy your very expensive catalytic converter.